In this video, Kevin and I are going to be going over our likes and dislikes for the month of September. So if they made it, these foods made it to this video, it's things that we really loved it or we really hated it. So we have a bunch of hates.
More hates than usual.
Yes, we have a lot of hates. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hates, and then Kevin's gonna have one later for you in the video because that's when he talks about his Lunchtime review channel. So there's even gonna be another one. So there's gonna be 9 total in this video. But I'll just show you this one first. This is a Frederick's by Meyer. This is bourbon barrel maple syrup, and you can tell it has not been touched since we did the review.
Literally.
That's because I said nasty funk like a wet shoe. And we all know that smell, and that's gonna have this flavor.
Wet tennis shoe,
yeah.
wet socks.
A lot of people, if you don't have time to watch all the videos, because we do come out with a lot of videos every day, they like seeing the hates because they can go back and just watch those to see what we said initially, you know, because it's always a shock, you know, you don't expect things to taste that bad.
And some things are really bad.
Do you want to talk about this one?
Oh, this is the Great Value French onion dip. Very, 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 very salty. That's all it was. It was salt.
It was salt.
Salt, and a little bit of onion. But we compared this to a lot of other onion dips at the same time. So it wasn't like, it was like, oh, we're just being mean to Walmart. It wasn't. It was literally, compared to everything else, this was all salt.
Well, what was funny is I had one person say, I agree with you. I had it and it was salty. It was very salty. I had other people say, you must have gotten a bad batch because I really like it. I'm telling you, if you put that... You have
to put it next to other stuff.
If you put that in a lineup with other dips, if you're eating it by itself, you're never going to know.
You probably won't notice.
You probably won't. If you put this in a lineup with other dips, try the other dips first. Get a couple brands. And then put that last. That is going to be so salty. You're going to be like, how have I been eating that all this time? It's just shockingly salty.
I mean, that's not to say that the batch wasn't different, although they have quality control to make sure.
Yeah, and somebody else literally said, no, it is very salty.
Yeah.
I think the problem is you have to
If you eat it in a silo, like it's by itself, you're probably not going to notice it.
No, because that's what you're used to.
Yeah, just like chicken noodle soup. If you eat Campbell's chicken noodle soup by itself, you're like,
think it's fine.
This is okay. When you try it against other ones, you're like, this sucks.
Yeah, this is absolutely appalling that we buy this and eat this stuff. Yeah, do it. Sometimes you have to do it for yourself, but we did that with the chicken noodle soups, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is awful. Yeah.
So anyway, very, very salty. It wasn't bad. It was just all salt. I mean, it was just like, who wants all that salt?
This is the Jamba fruit flavored snacks. This is specifically the Mango A-Go-Go. I wrote, mango reminded me... Oh my gosh. I haven't read what I wrote since I wrote it.
Sometimes it surprises us.
Mango reminded me of Guido's anal glands. Guido's anal glands. All were funky except for the orange. We had a pug named Guido, and his anal glands.
He had a really bad one. Even the vet would say he has a bad one.
Yeah, they called him the funky pug. And he...
Which would make an excellent bar name.
Yeah. His anal glands smelled horrific. I mean, it was bad. When they would get, you know, it would take a while for them to build up, but when they built up, you better take him to the vet to get expressed. We called it getting him squeezed.
Because this is what they do, is basically squeeze. Aren't you glad we're not eating?
And anyway, this is how bad this was. This was anal.
I don't think I thought it was bad as you did, but I thought it was bad too.
It was something.
Yeah, it was something. Right.
Okay. Now I have 2 things, let's see, from Aldi. This is the Southern Grove Pumpkin Spice Almonds. And you can read that.
Powder is like baby powder. Cinnamon and heavy cinnamon and powder like baby powder flavor.
Yeah, I did not like those at all.
I remember these. They had some other ones that were okay, but this one was really bad.
Yes, those were bad. The pumpkin spice were bad. The snickerdoodle were fine. I think it was snickerdoodle, but those were bad. Yes, you're going to be surprised because we're showing you a couple of hates for the Aldi. But then I'm going to show you a couple of things that we absolutely loved from Aldi too.
They're similar.
Yes, it's the same product, but a different flavor. And one, they completely missed it, and one, they did a wonderful job.
The next one?
So this one was terrible. This is
they missed it, all right.
Caramel apple chocolate clusters, strong chemical flavor, and the caramel was very, very tough. So just, well, I'll probably show these again to remind you in a few minutes in the video, because I'm going to show you the other thing they made at Aldi that was great, that was supposed to be like this. Okay, and then do you want to read this one?
Good.
This was only the tip, cookies and cream waffle cone tips. These tasted burned. Badly burned. Very badly burned. Yeah. Like when you put something in the oven or toaster oven and it has...
or you took toast in the toaster, you toasted like way too long. It's
and you can't eat it.
Charcoal flavor. Yeah. That's what that tasted like.
Yes, it was absolutely terrible.
Like licking charcoal.
Yeah. These were a big surprise because I thought Chalkovia was supposed to be a good brand. But these were...
And they're just...
Pretzels. Yeah, it's like, how can you mess up pretzels, right? They're pumpkin flavored yogurt, white chocolate coated. The pretzel was soft, no salt, sour yogurt with no sweetness. And we said these were made in Turkey, and several people said the minute you said it was made in Turkey, we knew that it was not going to be good. So, we've
ran into some bad products from Turkey.
Yeah.
Maybe a few good ones, but a lot of them have been
bad. Yeah, these, I just expected more from this brand, and we had found these at Home Goods, and they were not worth it.
No.
And then this, I remember this was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Sriracha white bar with cocoa nibs. I remember we found this at World Market.
It was horrible.
Oh Lord, I wrote, tasted like day-old vomit.
It was, and the texture wasn't good either.
Garlic and onion flavor, not good with a white confection.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, imagine a garlic and onion flavor with the white, and then day-old vomit. That's a pretty good description of it. Yeah, it was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, and it seemed like the texture of it was really grainy, and it just wasn't good at all.
It was bad. So let me just go on. Those were our favorites, but since I showed you these
were
caramel apple chocolate clusters that we hated, let me show you the one that we really loved. These were the pumpkin pie caramel clusters. These were great. They got these right. Like we
loved them.
Loved them. Yes, absolutely loved these and thought they were terrific. So it's just amazing that they can miss it so badly and then get it so perfect with something else.
I mean, that happens with everything.
You had something over there from Aldi, yeah, that you love. This one. Yes. This
one is the apple cinnamon yogurt covered pretzels. And just like the other pretzels we didn't like, we like these.
Yeah.
Were they the same
brand?
They
were Chalkovia. No, those came
brands,
from Home Goods. These were from Aldi. Yeah, and Kevin finished this.
Excuse me.
Kevin finished this whole bag.
Yeah, they were good. They were good. Good apple cinnamon flavor, sweet, good textures. Everything about them was good.
Okay, and let me show you something else that I finished.
I just put the hate stuff away.
The whole bag. I finished the whole bag of these. These are the Clancy's, which is Aldi, drizzled maple kettle corn. I finished this whole bag, and the same day that we reviewed them is the day I finished the bag.
I can smell the maple still.
I know, it smells wonderful. It was absolutely incredible, and that's why I tried to tell people you need to get out and try to get these while you can. With the Aldi stuff, we try to get the videos out as quickly as possible because it's something that it's there 1 week and it's gone the next.
Literally.
And, so we try to tell people. But now with the seasonal stuff, it does tend to stay around a little bit longer. So I'm hoping that people were able to go out and buy this because it was absolutely fantastic.
It's very good.
I think that's all the Aldi stuff.
Probably.
Okay. So, do you want to...
I can do one.
Okay.
This one's the Edward Mark Girl Scouts Lemon Up Snappers. I remember these. These were really good.
Wonderful.
They kind of remind you of those
The clusters.
The clusters that we just talked about, these were a soft center with little cookie things stuck on the outside and a drizzle on top. They were really nice.
We bought these at Home Goods, and I'm so glad I bought them at Home Goods because I've been back to Home Goods since, and I have not seen them. If you see these, do not pass on them.
Yeah.
They are absolutely incredible. And the lemon, if you like lemon, it's sweet.
It's sweet though. It's not a really tart lemon. It's
easy
sweet.
to eat. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Very good. Okay, these are the skinny dipped. These were Maple Kiss almonds, and I think we bought them at the Fresh Market. But the maple on that with the crunchy almond, this is one of those snacks where it's supposed to be 3.5 servings in the bag.
No way.
You're going to want to eat the entire bag. These should be available. This maple flavor should be available year round. It is incredible.
Then I have the Sirius Icelandic chocolate. This is the 33% milk chocolate. I remember this one was just super creamy.
Did we buy those at Whole Foods? I know they sell them at World Market. Yeah, World Market sells larger bars. I'm thinking I might have bought that at Whole Foods. But yeah, that was really nice.
It was really good. And the texture, just the flavor and everything was really nice.
It was worth it.
It's a good chocolate bar.
Okay, and then Kai Kai's Cookies. Kai Kai's Cookies, they sent us these free. Anytime a company sends me anything, I always tell you because I want to be honest. I want to tell you when it's been gifted to us. And she sent us these cookies. They're made in Canada. If I were to have you order from a company, like a mail, to get it through the mail, this is the cookie company I would order from.
They're really good. I don't think we may have had one that was not quite up to what we expected. But
maybe it's something.
But everything's been pretty much
wonderful. We have the apple pie in here, and then on the other side, the apple pie was Kevin's favorite.
Loved it.
And then, although we both loved them.
Yeah, we both loved them.
And then my favorite was the maple walnut cookie butter, and it was actually a vegan cookie. But she does a terrific job. The box that it comes in, it's very sturdy. They are individually packaged. It's very, very nice. Great company. We haven't had any problem at all with them.
They're very, very good.
So yeah, I would totally order from them again.
Good, big, if you eat them up, gooey cookies.
Yes.
Actually, the apple one was kind of gooey before you heated it because it was falling apart.
Perfect kind of cookie.
Yeah, I like those kind of cookies. So what do you got? You got 4 more things?
I have some dip. So we showed you the Great Value that was way too salty. This was my favorite French onion dip, and I forgot to keep the container because we literally finished the whole container. This is the Kroger brand, and I know a lot of you don't have a Kroger in your area, but some of you have Kroger stores that sell the Kroger brand. Like Dad lives in South Carolina, and that store, gosh, did it begin with an H? I don't remember. I had to look it up last time I talked about it. There's a store where my dad lives in South Carolina, and it's actually a Kroger-owned store. Ralph's is a Kroger-owned store. They own a bunch of stores, so even though it's not Kroger, they might have Kroger brands there. So this French onion dip was absolutely terrific. I loved it.
Speaking of dips, I have the Trader Joe's Buffalo Style Chicken Dip. This was really close to what I make. For like, I make a dip for like Christmas, New Year's, that kind of area.
Yes.
And it's got a buffalo sauce flavor to it with lots of chicken and cheese and stuff like that. This was about as close as you can get without making it yourself. It was really good. And I think we ate on this and finished it.
We did. I think we halved the container. Yeah, I think we halved the container.
We just ate it with Ritz, although you could eat it with tortilla chips too.
Yeah, we finished that up because I think that's probably the closest that we've tried that's been just like yours, really. It was the closest that we've had.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, when it's that close to homemade.
Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, and then this is from Trader Joe's. This is caramelized onion dip. Now, it is different than the French onion dip. The French onion dip has a different flavor. This caramelized onion dip actually had like pieces of onion, and it was like, I like a chunky dip. I like to get just a lot on my potato chip or whatever. And this was a chunky dip. It was absolutely fantastic. Like anytime I would be in the mood for caramelized onion, it would be worth a trip to Trader Joe's. Just like with the buffalo chicken dip, it would be worth a trip to Trader Joe's for this dip. Also from Trader Joe's, I loved this chicken salad. Now,
I did not like it.
They're calling it wine country chicken salad, and that may scare some people off from buying it. So hopefully if you like chicken salad, you will give it a try. But this has white meat chicken, sweetened dried cranberries, and pecans.
It was the cranberries I didn't like. And you liked them.
I ate the whole thing. I ate the whole container.
And I didn't like it. It was too strong.
I loved it. It seems like, I think I ate it for lunch and then I ate it for dinner. So like we did the review and everything. But then I think I finished it in one day. How many servings? It's supposed to be 3 servings. But I'm thinking I ate half of it for lunch and then the other half for dinner.
Whatever was left after we did the review.
Loved it. And because I believe I told you, I got too much for lunch. So
That's right. So you didn't have as much.
So I didn't have as much for dinner. But I think it's incredible. If I wanted a store-bought chicken salad, this is it. The Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't like it, but she did. What do you think, this or this?
Do that.
All right, this is fresh from Meyer, so it's a Meyer brand. This is a Michigan cherry cake fluff, and it was kind of like a whipped up kind of dessert with cake pieces in it. It's got a
pineapple.
Yeah, Michigan cherries, pound cake crumbles, and whipped topping. That's what this one had.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they did have one that had pineapples in it too.
Okay.
This was our favorite.
Of
the two.
I'm wondering if that one didn't have the pineapple in it too, and they just didn't put it on the plate.
Maybe.
I don't know, but it was incredible.
Yeah, it was very, very good, very sweet. One of them we didn't like as much, but then we really liked these. So.
Yeah, we tried yes.
We tried like 3 of them.
But you're talking about,
something else.
Yeah.
Not fluff. It was
not fluff. Yeah, the fluff, we really like the fluff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, if you see these in your Meyer, it's up near the deli. We never go up there. And we just happen to go up there and see these, and it's like, oh, these are really good.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, and then I have the Lay's Kettle Cooked Cajun Spice. I liked these quite a bit. They weren't for Kevin because
they were hot.
They were a little hot for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I like them a lot, and I ate way too many of them. But potato chips, just everything's dangerous for me. I was going to say potato chips are dangerous. No, every food is dangerous for me because I like to eat in bulk. And this is something that once you get started, you don't want to stop. And so I loved these. I thought they were great.
I can't open a bag and just take the bag with me. I have to literally pour them out into a bowl or a plate or a napkin or a paper towel.
I like to take the bag with me.
I can't. I do too, but I can't because I eat too much.
I know.
I've got 3 more things.
Okay.
So this is the G.H. Creeders handcrafted puff corn. This is their caramel puff corn. So it's similar to like beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's and stuff like that. They're different, but they're similar to that. Mm-hmm. They were really good. They had a really nice caramel flavor, very sweet, had a nice crunchy coating on them. The inside was really good and soft and crunchy, so it was really good.
I think this is a good brand in general.
G.H. Creeders is pretty good. I know they sell G.H. Creeders all over the place. I know they sell them at Meyer, but I think they sell them at other places too.
We've seen them at Liquor Bar.
Yeah.
And we've seen them.
I don't know that I've ever seen the puff corn really a lot of places.
Five Below. I think Five Below sells that puff corn.
Really?
I think so. I think they do.
The puff corn is something that I haven't seen everywhere. The popcorn you do, but not the puff corn.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for that and you have a Five Below, I would check Five Below. Okay, get it.
Do we do this one?
Yeah.
This one is the Favorite Day Scarecrow Crunch. And it's a trail mix, basically. It's a Target.
Yeah.
This one had peanuts, peanut butter candies, milk chocolate covered cereal squares, white chocolate oat cereal, and milk chocolate marshmallow bits.
How could that not be good?
It's a lot of stuff.
I mean, really, how could that not be good? Does it still smell?
Doesn't really have much
well,
to
I think
smell.
I closed it too.
No.
Oh.
No, really, all the smells escaped.
But I mean, honestly, I could pick a bunch of different trail mixes, and when you get a certain combination, of course it's going to be great. You know?
This one I remember though, a lot of them I like to pick like individual things. This is one that was good just to grab a mix of whatever.
Right.
It was really good.
Okay, and then I have the Brazzy Bites. These are waffles, and these were just the regular. They didn't have a
home style.
Right, but these were, we tried them with like blueberry, and these are just regular waffles. I will say these are gluten-free waffles, and my favorite waffles are all of the gluten-free ones. So in the grocery halls, a lot of times you see me buy Eggo waffles. That's because they're about $1 cheaper and you get more. This one, you only get 6 waffles. I think Eggo, you get maybe 8 or something, and it's literally $1 cheaper. And if we're gonna do a review or something, then I may as well try whatever we're reviewing with an Eggo waffle, just because it's cheaper. But honestly, I prefer all the gluten-free waffles over regular waffles. The texture is...
They definitely have a different texture.
It's lighter and crisper, and it almost comes across as flaky because it just has a better texture. So I'm not gluten-free. Even if you aren't gluten-free and you don't mind spending the $1 extra, then I would recommend, because I know like Walmart sells the Vans gluten-free brand. If you've never tried those gluten-free waffles, it's worth it because they're 10 times better than Eggo. Okay, and then you have...
I have a printout. This one is the Queso Mama. We've got the beer queso and the white queso. Did we buy this at Kroger?
No.
No?
Costco.
Costco, that's right.
You got to show the picture.
Dang good cheese. And this one has with green chilies too. So if you've ever been to Costco and seen these, they're big tubs of cheese. They're really good.
The reason we don't have the containers is because our daughter Ashley requested we buy the green one.
Yeah, just a regular white queso.
But then I saw the beer, and it's like, oh no, we've got to get both of those, and we can review them, and then we can give them to Ashley. We can give them both to her. So that's exactly what I did, and frankly, it's a good thing we were getting them for her, because that's something, again, you can eat and eat and eat and eat, and I loved that beer.
It was good.
I like
the regular white better, but
yeah,
the beer
and
was
I
good
like
too.
the beer one.
Yeah.
But they were both absolutely delicious, and someone told me...
The beer one just had a few more spices to it that the white one did.
Someone told me, or several people, I think, told me in the comments that they sell smaller containers of those. I want to say it may be Target, but they were kind of pricey. So they were saying if I can get them at Costco, I'm going to check Costco because that's a better price. Whatever the price was, is better than they can buy them for at Target for a smaller container.
That's cool. Well, they were good. They were really good cheese. They melted good, had a really good texture and everything.
So Kevin has a different YouTube channel. It is called Lunchtime Review, and he reviews shelf-stable meals and frozen meals. Once a week he goes out to eat, and normally at this time I tell you he does that 5 days a week. He'll do a video Monday through Friday. But recently, we've had a video from Kevin every single day. So
only because I have so much.
He has so much. So right now, currently, our freezer is absolutely full.
Still full.
It still is. So even with all the meals he's been trying, he's been reviewing every single day, we still have a packed freezer full of meals for him to review. So
it seems like a bunch of different companies come out with meals at the same time.
At the exact same time. Well, and there are a lot of that Golden something food company, or
which is
Golden
one of the ones
food.
I'm going to show you.
Okay. So if you haven't been aware of that, if you're looking for a video on Saturday or Sunday, then Lunchtime Review will have you covered for those days as well. So
I think the first time she did it on Saturday, somebody was like, I thought it was the wrong day of the week. I saw that pop up.
It was John. John said,
I thought it was Monday.
He said, the way he wrote his comment, it was hilarious, because he's like, I completely like panicked, and he's like, I know that he only reviews on Monday through Friday, and I was at the bus, and I'm waiting on the bus or something like that, and then the video comes out, and he's like, oh my gosh, do I have the wrong day of the week? And I was just cracking up, and Kevin thought that was hilarious. So yeah.
Well, you get in a schedule, have it.
Yes. So
we do something to throw you off. So
yeah.
Okay, so this is one of those Golden West food groups.
Golden West
meals.
Because they're made in California.
Yes, but all the Gordon Ramsay, the Guy Fieri,
Drew Barrymore,
all those new ones that are coming out with, and these kids' meals, they're all that same brand. I hated this. I gave it a 2.5. This one is the mini corn dogs with bite-sized chicken franks dipped in batter, French fries, corn, and a sprinkled cookie. The only thing good in that was the cookie. Literally, the cookie was nice. I like the cookie. They should be selling those cakes like Little Debbie and Hostess does. They should be selling those because they're really, really good.
You don't think they're packaged and sold under a different brand?
Maybe, I don't know, because
I've never had anything. To know.
I've never had anything like that.
Right.
So it was very, very
if somebody
good.
Works in the factory. Give us the inside scoop.
So I gave it a 2.5. I said it was very, very bland, soggy, underdone fries, and the corn was really tough and chewy. The coating on the hot dog was really, really soggy, and the hot dog itself was odd flavored. It was just weird. It was kind of the texture of a sausage instead of a hot dog. It was kind of tough.
It sounds terrible.
Overall, it was just horrible.
Terrible.
And don't buy your kids this. Buy your kids something else. You know, make them a peanut butter sandwich is better than this thing because it's just awful. And it's not like it's low calorie. It's 480 calories for that.
Wow, that's a lot.
18 grams of fat.
What about the salt? People talk about the salt.
Sodium's not bad. It's only 400 milligrams. So they did okay on the, I mean, that's still a lot, but it's not nearly the 1,000 that I've had in other meals. So that's not bad. Carbs are ridiculous. All that stuff is normal for a frozen dinner. So you're really not saving anything for your kids. Not any healthier for your kids, that's for sure. But
I think it's just easy for the parent. That's why they get them. Or the kids go shopping with you and they see them.
There's better kids, even the kids' meals than this thing. So, and just to let you know, none of them are good. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So I've got more that I liked. Everything else I liked. This one is the Resser's Main Street Bistro, and this is the baked macaroni and cheese. I gave this one a 4.5. I bought it at Kroger.
Well, Courtney sent it
to us from Kroger. That's right, but you can buy them at Kroger.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.5 because it's just a really good macaroni and cheese, like something almost like you would make at home.
Oh, that's saying a lot. That's
except it doesn't have like when Tammy makes hers. It's got a lot of cheese in it. It's kind of that stringy kind of cheese. This is kind of more of a cheese sauce cheese, but it's still really good. It had a lot of flavor to it. My next one was the same company that made the kids meal. This one is the Guy Fieri Flavor Town. I gave this one a 4.5 as well. My only complaint about this one is the chili cheese dog with loaded tots. My only real complaint is the picture does not match the reality at all. The tater tots they come apart. So when you stir it up, it's just potatoes. It's shredded hash browns basically at that point.
That makes sense.
They're not tater tots, they're hash browns. So for them to say it's tater tots, then it's not, because there's no way it's going to be. But it was really good. I like the flavors.
I was looking at the calories.
520.
Okay, well, because I'm thinking.
And the sodium in this one is 1,840 milligrams. That kid's meal was only 4.
Kevin's preserving himself
I'm
like
pickling
the mummy,
myself.
like the mummies.
I tell you what, though, the macaroni and cheese was, if you eat the whole thing,
2,460. If you eat the whole thing, wait a minute, per serving, it's still 960.
Yeah, so it's a lot.
No, I'm just thinking, if that Golden West Food Company, if they can make you put this in your favorites.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
But you put the kids' meal in your hates.
It was awful.
Why are they giving kids crappy food? Why can't they give the kids just as good quality food as they're giving the adults?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Why can't they do that? Because
I guess they're
they
know
that adults aren't going to be the ones eating that. It's going to be the kids eating it.
And the kids probably aren't going to complain about it.
And the kids probably won't complain.
Yeah, they'll probably just eat what they want.
Nice.
They'll eat what they want, don't eat what they don't want, and then go on and not going to say anything about it.
Yeah, I don't think that's nice.
And
I think you should give the kids just as good a quality as you give the adults.
I think I said in that video for the kids meal, I said it may be better in the oven, but it's, I think, is this the one that gave oven directions?
One of them, I know.
No, this does not give you oven directions. That's right. What it was.
Yeah.
And I said it would probably be better if they could have done it in the oven, but there's no oven directions.
No oven directions.
So you're supposed to do them in the microwave.
You have to do it in the microwave.
Well, you don't have to, but you could probably figure it out something in the oven, but it's not made for the oven. So anyway, really good meal. And my favorite out of the 3 was probably this one, and this is, I think,
Aldi.
Aldi.
Yeah, Aldi.
This is the pork burnt ends. And we bought this at Aldi. I gave it a 4.5, and it was only $5.39. But you can feed 2 people on this thing.
And someone had recommended that, and I'm glad you did.
The burnt ends were excellent. The sauce was good. The texture of everything was good. I mean, there was nothing wrong with this really. I can't remember why I didn't give it a 5. There was some reason I didn't give it a 5. Maybe because something was. I don't know, maybe it needed a little bit more seasoning in this or that, but I usually say why I don't give them a 5.
And he has given 5s before.
Oh yeah, I give 5s.
Things have gotten 5s.
Just not very often. Like 5s are something I could eat like twice a day, every day for the rest of my life. That's kind of a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Most things are not going to be like that. Who eats the perfect meal all the time? Mm-hmm. Not very many people, right? So yeah. But most of your meals are average, right? Your 3s. That's what most people eat is average meals.
Yes.
So when you get these, they're special because they're really good.
Right. Kevin's 5s used to be like the old school Hollywood handshake. Yeah. If you got the Hollywood handshake, then you knew. And then now I think he gives them out like candy. He gives them out way too easily. But Kevin's 5s are still the old school Hollywood handshake where you're not going to get that.
You might get one a whole season.
Yeah, that's right. So, okay, so now we're going to move on to, I told you, once a week, Kevin goes out to eat. And that is on Thursdays. And if he went out to eat any more during the week, we would never get through the meals in the freezer. So yeah, once a week is plenty. Those videos are posted on Thursdays. So we had 4 Thursdays during September. On the 5th, you had Subway dippers. You had the pepperoni and cheese, the chicken and cheese, and the double cheese and footlong cookie. And then on the 12th, you had Captain D's Cajun catfish sandwich, loaded baked potato, and funnel cake sticks. On the 19th, you had Sir Pizza's Royal Feast Pizza and their garlic cheese bread. And then on the 26th, you had Popeye's Golden Barbecue Sandwich with bacon and cheese. You had the chocolate chip biscuit and the caramel apple cheesecake.
Well, I can tell you probably the most disappointing one of the bunch was probably the Subway dippers. I don't think I would get those again. They were mostly bread.
Oh.
If you were to take that, the flatbread's probably the size of this piece of paper. And they give you one little pepperoni in there and a piece of cheese and roll it up. So you're eating
pepperoni?
It's very little. It's a very, very tiny amount. Oh. So it's not much of anything in those things. Now I wasn't really excited about the dippers. The dippers weren't all that great. The sauce was where they were really good. Their sauce was really good. I mean, I liked all the sauces that I got.
Okay.
So the sauces, the dippers, the only thing they did was hold the sauce. Mm-hmm. They didn't really supply much of anything else. The cookie was really good, though. I loved that cookie. That cookie was excellent. It was really, really good. But I wouldn't get the dippers again. I'd rather just get a sandwich than those dippers.
Right.
Plus, there's better like hand dippers like that at pizza places like Papa John's, and so has better ones than those. Captain D's, the sandwich was good. The baked potato was a little bit disappointing because the baked potato was this little like just teeny tiny little shriveled up thing, and all the cheese was coming off of it. It was okay. It wasn't much of anything. And then they forgot to put my sour cream or butter or one on it. I think they forgot something, and they forgot the cheese on the sandwich too. And this Captain D's, the whole experience wasn't very good.
It just, for some reason, it just dawned on me. Back to Subway for 1 second. If you watch that video, listen to the woman at the drive-thru. I think if I had the same experience as Kevin, I would have called. And you probably would have called, and truth be told, the woman at the drive-thru was probably a manager. She's probably the one that would have picked the phone up and taken the complaint. I would have complained on her. Wasn't she the one that...
Yeah, and it's like, how many other ones do you want?
Yeah, rude. Like, oh, rude.
I didn't say anything.
No.
And the reason I didn't say anything is because so many people, when I do say something, complain that I say something.
Kevin's not allowed to say anything. And so if Kevin does...
Like, those people are working hard, and maybe you don't know what kind of hard day they've had. It's like...
Kevin's worked fast food. Kevin's worked fast food.
I've worked fast food. I've worked restaurants for the first 10 years of my working life. I worked restaurants. But you make a choice on how good a person you want to be at these jobs, and I don't care how workforce.
She was rude.
She was. And so, people in the comments were saying that I can't believe how rude she was.
Yes, but you
I can't say anything.
Kevin's not allowed to say it, but people in the comments can say it.
So I just kind of rolled my eyes and went on.
So even if Kevin does say something from now on, he has said things since, and I just cut it out. Because I'm the one making the video, I just cut it out of the video because it's like, people can't handle the truth. People want to get mad at Kevin for being honest. Guess what? You're getting paid for a job. You need to be happy. You know, just you're getting paid to be there, and there's no point in being rude to people.
Kind of like the last time I went to Sonic. Sadness came out and gave me my food from Inside Out.
Eeyore.
Yeah, and well, I'm thinking Sadness.
Yeah, right.
You know,
and he can't say that though.
And I can't say it
because people get ticked off. But it's like, you know, it's not going to hurt to this person is your customer. They haven't done anything to you. I don't care if you're having a horrible day, if something bad just happened to you. Pretend. I had a job where I had to pretend every day. No one would ever know anything was going on because you have to pretend. That's what you do. And so anyway.
Some people aren't good at pretending.
If you didn't watch that Subway, if you just want to watch the beginning, oh my gosh, you'll hear it. Yeah.
So anyway, the Captain D's was okay, but they screwed. I never go to Captain D's. Going there again doesn't make me want to go there again. Truly. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just not what I want. If I want fish, I'll go get fish from somewhere else. I don't know where, but I'd go somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know where you go.
I don't know. There's not a lot of fish places around anymore.
That's why we usually wait for a trip to the UK.
Yeah, and get fish
and then we eat fish and chips every single day. And people are like, why do you eat that every day? Well, because it's really good.
We don't have it for years. Yeah. I will occasionally get fish at a sit-down restaurant like Texas Roadhouse or that Harry's. I've gotten catfish there before. It's really good. The Sir Pizza was good. The garlic cheese bread, well, I said during the video, the only reason I got it is because it just looked weird. It's literally 2 pieces of bread with cheese and stuff. Now, I do have to say, they covered it with cheese. I mean, it had tons of cheese on it. So they did a good job, but I mean, it's not something you couldn't have done at home yourself. The pizza was good. They did a lot of toppings on it. It was a good pizza. I mean, it wasn't bad pizza at all. I said it was okay. Probably my favorite one out of the bunch, though, is the Popeyes, the Golden Barbecue Sandwich. The chocolate chip biscuit was nothing. It really was. I wouldn't get that ever again. But the sandwich was really good, and the caramel apple was really good. And you don't even have to get the bacon and cheese. Honestly, the bacon and cheese probably didn't make that much of a difference. What was good about it was the chicken and the sauce. And it was just spectacular. And what's funny is somebody in the comments, because I was looking at the comments, someone says that their Popeyes is you can go sometimes it's excellent and sometimes it's really, really bad. And I said, I've had that experience in the same day. Like literally went in the morning and it was like, or in the afternoon, it was like the most awesome sandwich ever. Me and Tammy got it that night and it was good, but then it was like crappy the next time. And it was like, they need to work on their quality control.
I haven't wanted to go back in years because the last time we went, it's just like, this just isn't worth it.
It's not worth the money. But that was excellent.
And Kevin came home bragging about that caramel apple cheesecake. He said it was a fantastic dessert.
It was good. It was very, very good.
But the sandwich looked beautiful. But I guarantee you, if I were to be like, oh, I want that for dinner tonight, and we were to go there, it would be terrible.
Yeah, so it just get you a little piece of chicken about this big around, and it'll be soggy,
thick and crispy, and it looked really, really good. But usually when I go, that is not what happens. So yeah. Yeah, and you've had other experiences there where they haven't even had most of the stuff.
Popeyes is really hit or miss in this area.
Yeah, so it's like you can't really look forward to it.
So, but taking that into consideration, Popeyes was still the best thing I had. And honestly, Sir Pizza was probably the number 2 thing. But I like pizza anyway, so.
Yeah.
As far as in our town, our small town, I would just assume have Papa John's or them, either one of them or Domino's. Any of those 3 would be good.
Right. So that is it for the month of September. We're a day short because we all have 30 days. There's 30 days in September. So we'll do this again, though, at the end of October. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching.